Hello students. Today the next part is the magnetic field at a point along the axis of a circular coil. This is another application of Biot-Savart's law. Okay. For this we have to consider a circular coil of radius A carrying current I with its plane perpendicular to the plane of the paper as shown in figure. See in figure. There is a circular coil of radius A carrying current I. Okay. Now consider a point P on the axis of circular coil at a distance x. The point P at a distance x from center O. Imagine that coil is divided into large number of small elements, each of length dl. Consider a element at a point A. This point A and this is the point B. Here we have to consider a small current element dl. Okay. Then this A P distance is R, A to P distance is R, and the angle the APO is alpha. Okay. See in figure. The magnetic field at a point P due to this small current element of length dl given by the Biot-Savart's law. Okay, the magnetic field dB due to this current element is given by the Biot-Savart's law. Okay, understood? Okay, then the Biot-Savart's law we have the magnetic field dB is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi into I. See, dP is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi into I dl sin theta upon r square. Okay. Then since the line AP is perpendicular to the element dl, the theta is 90 degree. Here the value of theta is 90 degree and sine of 90 is 1. Okay. Then we have dP is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi into I dl upon r square. Give the equation number 2. Okay. Then the next part is the direction of magnetic field dP is perpendicular to the both dl and r bar. Hence, dP can be resolved into two components. dP can be resolved into two components. The component dP cos alpha is perpendicular to the axis of coil and component dP sin alpha is along the axis of coil. Okay. This is dP cos alpha which is perpendicular to the axis and dP sin alpha which is along the axis of coil. Okay. The component dP cos alpha and dP cos alpha due to the element at A and B, due to the element A and B are opposite in direction to each other, hence they get cancel out to each other. Okay, because they are in opposite in direction. Hence the resultant magnetic field B at a point P due to the circular coil is equal to the sum of all the components dP sin alpha which are along the axis of coil. Okay. which are along the axis of coil. Hence we get B is equal to integration of dB sine alpha. Therefore B is equal to integration of mu naught upon 4 pi ideal sine alpha upon r square. Okay, give the equation number 3. From triangle AOP, see in figure, from triangle AOP, sine of alpha is equal to A upon R. Okay, sine alpha is equal to A upon R. Okay, then put the value of sine alpha in equation. We get here we have to put the value of sine alpha, and we get B is equal to mu naught integration of mu naught upon 4 pi I dl upon r square into A upon R. Okay, give the equation number 4. Therefore we get B is equal to mu naught I into A upon 4 pi r cube into constant term get outside the integration, and integration of dl. Okay, this is the equation number 5. But the integration of dl is 2 pi a, which is the circumference of the coil. Okay, which is the circumference of the coil, 2 pi a. Okay, then put the value of integration of dl. We get B is equal to mu naught IA upon 4 pi r cube into 2 pi a. Okay, then by rearranging we get, or modifying the equation, we get B is equal to mu naught I into a square upon 2r cube. Okay, then again from the triangle AOP we get r square is equal to a square plus x square, or r cube is equal to a square plus x square raised to 3 by 2. Hence we get the equation B is equal to mu naught I into a square upon 2 into bracket a square plus x square raised to 3 by 2. Okay, then if the circular coil has n turns, each turn produces the same magnetic field. Hence the magnetic field due to a circular coil having n turns is given by the equation B is equal to mu naught Ni a square upon 2 into a square plus x square raised to 3 by 2. If the circular coil has n turns, the magnetic field is given by the equation. Okay, then the next case is magnetic field at the center of coil is given by the equation B is equal to mu naught Ni upon 2a. Here x becomes 0. Okay, then the next is when a point P is far away from the center of the coil, then x is very greater than a. Hence the magnetic field is given by the equation B is equal to mu naught I n s square upon 2x cube. Okay, these are the 3 cases. I hope you all get it properly. Thank you.